Egyptian and Hamas officials met in Cairo on Thursday, hopeful of reviving the long-stalled Gaza ceasefire talks. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken is also in Qatar, where he raised hopes for a ceasefire deal. Seung-jae has more.
Despite months of stalled negotiations between Israel and Hamas, a breakthrough in talks may be in the works. According to Egypt's state-run Qahera News TV on Thursday, an Egyptian security delegation is hosting a delegation of Hamas leaders in Cairo in the hope of resuming ceasefire negotiations. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu welcomed Egypt's push for a deal that would release hostages being held in Gaza. Egypt and Qatar had been mediating between Hamas and Israel before ceasefire talks broke down in August. In another push to revive the talks, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken arrived in Qatar on Thursday. There, he called on Hamas to agree to a deal that would finally end the fighting in Gaza.
And of course, we're working intensely to make sure that this conflict doesn't spread. We don't have wider wars. And all of this, perhaps, will focus Hamas on the imperative of concluding a deal. If it cares about the people of Gaza, then it will engage, and it will conclude some kind of agreement.
Blinken also stressed that a ceasefire deal would ensure the withdrawal of Israeli forces in Gaza so that the Palestinians can rebuild their lives and their future without Hamas. Despite the prospect of a resumption of ceasefire talks, an Israeli airstrike on a school building in Gaza on Thursday killed at least 17 people. According to Reuters, the Israeli strike targeted the Al-Shuhada school in the Nuseirat refugee camp, while the Hamas-run government media office said the school was being used as a shelter for displaced Palestinians. Israel says it was a Hamas command center. 9 children were among those killed, including an 11-month-old baby. Seung-jae, Arirang News.